Come on, you cannot talk about Italy without talking about the food. Italian cuisine is fantastica, from the pasta to the bread to the wine to the cheese. And you can't eat in Tuscany without dining al fresco or outside. In fact, the sidewalk cafes and restaurants here are legendary. Everybody, from the smallest apartment to the biggest mansion, tries to incorporate al fresco dining into their homes.
Arthur and Martha Zinn spend 80 grand on the Tuscan entertainment areas of their old country farmhouse.
We have our house in the middle of Tuscany, 8 miles southwest of Arezzo. We fell in love with the Tuscan countryside.
Before we got here, oh my gosh, what did we get ourselves in for? Caving in ceilings and boards coming down.
Literally where the pigs were kept is a pigsty. That now is our kitchen.
We've created our getaway for ourselves and our family as well as guests. We love it.
We've created around the house several areas for al fresco dining.
Outdoor living is really important in Italy.
What we found is eating outdoors is really an integral part of who we are here and how we enjoy our time. But when we can't eat outside, we eat in the horse stall, which is now our dining room.
We did try to recreate a lot of these paint colors. And even though it's a farmhouse, it's very unusual for us to have a courtyard. And obviously be able to enjoy it, have a glass of Prosecco. Okay, this was the pigsty. By Italian standards though, it's much larger than would be necessary. This would be a frivolous kind of kitchen.
We have 2 separate kitchens so that we could have an intimate setting where we could just cook for the family, but still have the capabilities to cook for a lot of people. It's a little strange to have a piece of rock sticking into your kitchen, but this is the bedrock of the house. But I was too afraid to remove it, hoping the walls would not fall down. We discovered this arch from rubble up to here. We kept going and going, and we just couldn't believe our luck, and we went right down to floor level, so we decided to keep it.
This was our big splurge. We put in a stove with a pasta cooker, so you can add your boiling water and just change the baskets.
The Tuscan lifestyle seeps in slowly.
It's all-encompassing and it's relaxing.
Vern, here on the hills of Tuscany, 99% of the times, the city will not allow you to do any change to any existing building or have any addition.
Wow, so from a design standpoint, that's a huge challenge because you've got to work with existing walls, existing openings, and just make your space adapt accordingly. Andrea, come on, if I looked up an American definition of a Tuscan kitchen, this is the picture that I would see. I mean, it's got the golds and the reds.
It's nice that he appreciates it, yeah.
Yes.
I always thought Tuscan kitchens, authentic ones, had white walls. What about the yellow walls?
This is a very young, new trend.
I like that guy. He says we're younger.
I love the travertine countertops, and I love the way that the countertops seamlessly blend into this huge sink. I'm not sure whether I should take a bath in here or wash dishes.
Take a bath. It's not practical, right? We don't need such a large sink, but I like that it echoes the traditional sinks that used to be there.
Buyers would really appreciate the size. They would appreciate the color too.
How many kitchens have you been in with an ancient boulder lodged in the corner? This is history, and I think it's so cool.
And some owners would find it so charming, and somebody would just not like it and say, what is it doing in my kitchen?
You guys remove it, not me. I gave up.
Look at this arch. Well, this is when making yourself adapt to an existing structure really pays off.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know, I'm wondering though, why the need for 2 kitchens?
This could be a problem. A buyer might think that this is not necessary.
Fool.
I don't know if I agree with that. It's been practical. We've used it a lot.
The tiles here, these are hand painted.
Yeah, I know there's a Tuscan tradition with ceramics, so this is a nice way to pay homage to it without going overboard.
Money well spent on those tiles.
This looks like where the king and queen should be having dinner. I look at the furniture and it seems a little bit on the formal side, maybe not as Tuscan.
He's right. And we did debate that, but we had so many other informal spaces.
And also, everyone eats outside when they can anyway.
Right.
Oh, this is my #1 favorite space we've seen in this whole house. I love the intimate nature of it. I love the stones.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
That was
wow.
unexpected.
Here we are. This is the outside dining space.
This beautiful vine canopy, this instantly makes me think I am in Italian wine country.
A future buyer will tell you right away, this area really lacks of a preparation area for the food. And I can also imagine it could be a nice barbecue be placed right here.
A barbecue. Barbecue. Well, it's true
We'd
that
love to have a
Italians now
barbecue.
are
No.
doing barbecues, and it would be nice to have that.
I think this is a really beautiful property. Absolutely stunning.
Coming up,
This to me looks a little bit like Sweden and Italy came together and had a kitchen.
We had to approach this place completely differently.
and later,
I did not expect that Tuscan design can really be very fancy and very refined. We're here in Florence, Italy, the capital of Tuscany and the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance. Now, Florence is the art capital of Italy, and over 10 million visitors a year flock here for its culture. Look around. This place is an art gallery. There's a real passion here for history, for art, and for music. And you'll see that in some of the Tuscan homes.